I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and I want to talk with you about two questions that are asked on second interviews pretty regularly. They're not difficult, but because of the stress and tension that is often associated with a second or third interview, people sometimes panic and blow the question. So here's question number one. Excuse me, I'm going to look at the screen because I have some notes up there. The first one is, I love this one. What have you learned about us so far? Now, this requires a little bit of preparation, and it's good preparation for you because it'll help coalesce some of your thoughts and opinions about this firm before the interview. Now, you may be on a second or a third. Each interview where you've spoken with different people or groups of people that have given you impressions about the job and the organization. You may have visited the website at some point before the interview. So I would suggest starting off with an overview of the position as it's been discussed with you. When you get to the end of your description, you might say, have I described it accurately? Because if I haven't, I want to get the correct assessment or correct description of the position. Then you talk about each of the people that you've spoken with so far, what your sense of their personalities is, and how they presented themselves to you. Always in complimentary terms, of course. You talk about the firm, what its standing is in its industry, what it does. That comes off the website and any other research that you've done. So that's the easy one to handle. Then there's the follow-up. How would you proceed if hired for the role? Now, some people make the mistake of talking about it from day one. I suggest talking about it from before day one. You receive the offer, you accept the offer, you give notice. First thing you want to do is speak with your future manager about what their expectations are starting the role. You start doing that right after you give notice. This way you can lay out some plans, perhaps schedule some meetings not long after you come on board. Perhaps they have an idea of what your early schedule is going to be like. But it's best to talk about this proactively before you start, rather than on my first day, what I'll wind up doing is walking in and, whatever. So, these are very simple questions, but often because of the stress associated with the second or third interview, that they're weeding people out. You want to demonstrate that you've done your homework well. And that second question, preparing for when you start, that one's an easy one because, again, you want to show that you're a go-getter, you're aggressive, you're hard-charging, and be prepared even before you start. So this is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. Hope you found this video helpful. If you did and you're watching on YouTube, share it, leave a comment, click the like button. Do something that demonstrates that this was a worthwhile video for you. I also want to encourage you to come over to my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. I've got tons of great content there to help you with job hunting. In video form, from my e-zine. By the way, you can get a complimentary subscription to my two e-zines there, No BS Job Search Advice and No BS Hiring Advice. They're great if you're looking for work. They're terrific if you're trying to hire people. Previous articles from the e-zines are also available through my site. You also want to listen to podcasts on my two radio shows, Job Search Radio, which I broadcast on webtalkradio.net. It's in iTunes and a variety of other podcast directories. Also, No BS Job Search Advice Radio. Same thing. Also available in iTunes and a variety of podcast directories. That one's on Blog Talk Radio, by the way. You can post your resume to more than 50 sites from mine. Use easy to work with career builder links. Have access to Indeed and Job Search Universe, both of which search thousands of other sites for job leads, so you don't have to find all these places. There's information about my books and guides to job hunting, other people's books and guides. So come over to thebiggamehunter.us and go exploring. A few final things. First of all, if your firm's trying to hire someone, send me an email at the address below. Let me know who to contact and whether I should mention your name. I'd love to help your firm staff positions. Next, if we're not already connected on LinkedIn, send me a connection request at linkedin.com/in/the Big Game Hunter. Use my email address to connect. It'll save you an email. If you have a question about job hunting, I'm a live person job search and career coaching expert. Contact me through Live Person. That's LIVE person.com. Happy to answer your questions. And finally, if you like coaching from me, I'd be happy to coach you. I've done this for years. You can find out about my coaching program at VIPpersonalsearch.com. This is Jeff Altman. Hope you have a great day. Take care.